Good morning, I'm Shilpa Ratnam and you're watching CNN News 18. Starting off with a massive crackdown on PFI. There have been raids in more than a dozen states and over 100 PFI activists, including its chairman, national president and national secretary, have been arrested. The main office bearers have been brought to Delhi and were produced in court. They have been remanded to NIA custody till September 26th. PFI has allegedly been involved in nefarious activities, including terror funding, training camps and radicalizing people. This is the biggest crackdown ever seen in the last 15 years. Now the question arises, will there be a nationwide ban on the PFI or not? My colleague Anand Narasimhan decoded for you the entire functioning of PFI, from inner core committee to links with international terror organizations and source of its funding. Let's take a look.
Workings of the PFI. This is how organized and structured they are. OMA Salam is the chairman, that's the core leadership. The vice chairman is EM Abdul Rahman. He's the general secretary, and the general secretary is Anis Ahmed. So Anis Ahmed has been at the forefront of rebutting all the charges against the PFI. He's their more seen face. VP Nasiruddin is one of their secretaries. So these are the various secretaries. Afsar Pasha and Mohammad Shakif. So these are the secretaries. So that's the organizational structure. Then the core committees. PFI operations are handled by 15 different councils. Key operations are run by 4 departments, 4 major departments. There is the expansion department, the guidance department, the spy department, and they also have a physical training department. Then they have overseas wings. Where all do they have overseas wings? They have overseas wings in Saudi Arabia, which is headed by Sharafuddin Pazehari. Then they have overseas operations in the UAE, that's headed by Naushad. In Oman, it's headed by Ashfaq. In Qatar, you have Dr. Taj Alua, who's running the operations. And of course, after that in Turkey, which is run by NM Kuryakal. So this is largely in the Gulf, in this region, where they have their operations, and the Turkey operations have been very, very active in the recent past, ladies and gentlemen. First up is the ISIS or the Daesh. At least 15 PFI cadre are currently part of the Islamic State. Abdul Rauf, PFI close associate of Muhammad Shelji of the ISIS. He supported ISIS logistically and financially in Syria and also in Khorasan. Abu Tahir of the PFI went to Syria for Hijrah and later joined the Daesh. Then Chalad Noor. Chalad Noor is a PFI arms trainer who also joined the Daesh. Then PFI cadre are also present right now in IS Khorasan in Afghanistan. Abdul Qayyum and others are part of this group. Now let's look at the next terror outfit, Ansarul Bangla team, that is the ABT. Members visited Murshidabad, met PFI leaders. This is also as per top government sources who have given this information to our investigations editor Manoj Gupta. They met PFI leaders. They coordinated on strategy and spread of PFI's activities. Then the faces. They back Nasser Madani, accused in the Bengaluru serial blast case. So again, giving cover fire to those accused in terror activities. They run social media accounts and channels seeking Madani's release. They follow multiple radical Islamic scholars like Sayyid Abu Maududi and Allama Iqbal. Also, PFI took over its agenda after Simi ban in 2001. So they have offshoots. Founder members of the PFI are erstwhile Simi members. PFI Vice Chairman EM Abdul Rahman was Simi National Secretary. PFI NEC member Professor P. Koya was a Simi member. PFI member Rashid Sheikh is ex-Simi member, plotted Pune blast. Enough and more evidence that this lot is up to no good. They are highly radicalized and they have pan-Islamism as the offshoot or the bedrock of their activities and their thought process altogether. The ideology is the same. One is politicize Islam. The other objective is the unity of Ummah. So the same objectives, re-establishing World Islamic Caliphate. Now, V.S. Achuthanandan and the Kerala government back in 2009, 2010, if I remember correctly, had said that the objective of the PFI is to convert Kerala into a totally Islamic state in the next 20 years. Now, the Mission 2047 document that was found and the intelligence also shared with us, that document talked about turning India into an Islamic state by 2024, 2047. So this pan-Islam, this entire aspect of establishing a caliphate, all of this is there. Now, look at the nomenclature parallels. The MB cadre or Muslim Brotherhood cadre are called brothers. The PFI cadre are called Banda. Banda is brother. So that's the kind of parallels you can draw. Quid pro quo. PFI and the Jamaat-e-Islami, key conduits to Muslim Brotherhood's India influence. There are direct linkages in the Middle East. PFI in close touch with the Muslim Brotherhood's Turkey chapter. N.K. Sudji just talked about Turkey and Turkey's involvement. PFI has ties with the Muslim Brotherhood's Muhammad Mahdi, Yusuf al-Qaradawi. PFI fundraising programs are in the Middle East with the help of Muslim Brotherhood's Yusuf al-Qaradawi.